Hey, my name's Alex Campbell.
And I'm Jasper.
And tonight's episode of Examining the Expanse is brought to you by the coronavirus, soon to be readily available in all Australian homes. So a lot of season 1 is the unfolding mystery for the Rossi crew of who destroyed the Canterbury, and for Miller as to where Julie Mao is.
Yep.
And this conclusion, this finale, does a good job of tying up loose ends and answering a lot of questions at the same time while exploding into new realms of extreme narrative.
Okay.
But it's satisfying. We open with all these flashbacks to 7 weeks earlier, and we see what happened to the old
the Anubis and the fucking, what's the name of the ship? Not the Rocinante, the
Canterbury is the one that exploded, and I got it written down.
fucking terrible.
Scapulae. Yeah, so it's very satisfying to see this is what happened to Julie Mao. This is her story. The crew come of the Anubis that destroyed her ship. The proto-molecule, I guess, had broken out within their ship.
Yep.
And then they're the ones that launched the attack on the Canterbury, which started the whole Holden, Naomi, Amos, Alex storyline. And then she gets horribly infected by the coronavirus. Goes down. Eros?
Yes, Eros. Yeah.
Eros. And the proto-molecule, I guess you could say, is the big bad of the Expanse.
Yeah. Well, it's sort of like the proto-molecule is the big bad guy in the sense of like a survival movie where the elements, the wild is the bad guy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
It's not a character.
There are bad guys. Like so, fucking Julie Mao's old man. What's his name?
Old Man Mao.
Old Man Mao. Yeah, he's the bad guy.
He's like the Saruman, but I guess
he's the one that's orchestrated. He's the mastermind.
Yeah. But it's.
But even he can't. Well, it's no. I would say. I get these two characters. You got Saruman the White and then Sauron.
Yeah.
Right.
He's so Saruman.
He's Saruman and the proto-molecule Sauron.
Yeah.
No one could actually control the proto-molecule.
Yeah, it's his own thing.
But he's trying to be the orchestrator.
Yeah, but it's a really good way of setting up the proto-molecule as this substantial thing which has weight and intensity to it. To watch this character they set up, which is young and outspoken and all these great elements. We see Miller just pine over her, and we see flashbacks of her being independent and beautiful and all that, and then we just see her rotting to death basically.
Right.
She crawls into a shower and she mutates
into crystal.
Yeah.
She's all fucked up.
She's all naked and
gross.
Yeah.
Grey and
fucked up.
Glowing blue veins.
Out of her mouth.
She's all kinds of fucked up.
Yeah, this is the proto-molecule.
Yeah.
How's it going? Season 1.
Congratulations.
You've gotten to the end, and this is what's been happening. The proto-molecule.
Yeah.
I.e. the coronavirus. What's been happening with the coronavirus, Jasper?
It's been fucked up, eh?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not an expert on it.
Obviously. I mean, look at him. He's obviously not an expert on the coronavirus.
But, it's not. It doesn't seem comfortable. Let's put it that way. I'm not comfortable with the current state of global affairs.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
It seems to be ramping up. Doesn't seem to be ramping down.
Yeah. There seems to be a lot of parallels with the end of this season and the current state of global affairs.
Unfortunately, we're not heroes. We're not
saving any of you.
We're not Holden and Miller. We're those two extras on Eros who died brutally. So throughout season 1, the Rocinante crew and Miller's storylines were quite separate, and now when they come in together, it works quite well. And really, they were tied together from the beginning with Old Man Mao and all that. And I really like Holden and Miller together. The chemistry works well, like good cop, bad cop.
Yeah. And Miller's a fucking psychopath, and Holden kind of needed to be the hero that Holden ends up becoming. He needed that push, that influence of like, you need to be stronger than what you are, you need to have more metal.
Yeah, more determination. Because at the beginning he's the goody two shoes and he's to save everyone. Yeah. And then he sees some darkness and becomes jaded, kind of becomes the anti-hero. Well, he's trying to destroy the proto-molecule.
He sort of switches between being a faggot and being like the anti-hero.
And then he comes back, he's like, okay, I did go too far. He starts like allowing Amos to brutally slaughter innocents. But he was like, I'm trying to stop the proto-molecule. Amos is great. So you get a great moment at the end of episode 10 where he just like coldly and calmly blows this guy away, and Naomi and Alex are like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
He's incapable of feeling fear. He had this traumatic experience when he was a child, and he went through this procedure to get rid of fear.
Is that? Did they talk about that in the show?
I believe there was a scene where he explains the scene where he was a child and he's seen some traumatic thing, and he went through this procedure which stopped him. Well, what he thought it was he stops feeling fear, so he won't be scared anymore. But it nulled all his fucking empathy, so he's like incapable of feeling any empathy for human
so his character is that he feels compelled to find people that he perceives as being moral paragons.
He uses Naomi as his moral guide.
Yeah.
Because he can't judge what's right or what's wrong.
He has no fucking idea.
Just
which is great because he's not a bad guy.
No, not at all.
And he's doing the best he can to be a good guy. But at the same time, the description, I don't know if they talk about it in the show, but in the book, the description is that he's a monster.
Yeah.
That's how he's genuinely like a straight up fucking monster.
But it's interesting how the show makes you feel empathy for the character because he's incapable of feeling empathy. It's not like he's a monster and you're like...
Well, he's trying to be a good person.
His flaw is that he's a monster.
Yeah.
And that he can't feel empathy for people. And that, he'll just kill people at the drop of a hat. But he really does, like, by the end, you're like, this guy's great.
He's fucking amazing.
He's part of the crew. He fills that part of the crew perfectly. He's the tank. The pilot, got the tank, got the captain. And Naomi, I guess she has a role to play.
She's the mechanic.
Yeah, that's right. She's the mechanic. So this episode also does a good job of introducing 2 ticking clock elements to the narrative, which enhance the tension and suspense, which is the Rocinante about to leave and the fact that Miller and Holden become...
irradiated.
Horribly. So it's not just like...
If anybody's watched fucking Chernobyl, they will understand just how fucked up radiation sickness is.
Your organs breaking down, turning to liquid, basically.
It's not good.
So it's not 2 guys going through a space station shooting people. It's like...
it kind of is.
It is.
It's one of these things. So what this... Because this is like the finale of season 1, right? Yeah. This is the finale of season 1. And this really does showcase what the series is good at. It takes a stressful situation, right? It sets up a stressful situation, okay, where we've been implicated in this shooting in a hotel. And we need to get away because we've been implicated in the shooting in the hotel. Okay. Now a ship is blown up in the docks and everything's shut down, so we can't leave. Okay, so it's amped up another notch. Okay. Now there's radiation spewing all over the station, and everybody has to be evacuated to radiation shelters
because militants are coming in.
All this fucking paramilitary is coming in. It's like, okay, now it's escalated again. And it's like, okay, we get to the fucking the radiation shelters, and the paramilitary are hoarding people into them and irradiating them and killing them.
Yeah, then our main characters get irradiated.
So it's escalated another time, and then it's and
the ship's leaving.
Yeah, it just keeps escalating, and this is what's so fucking good about the show. That makes you go, holy fuck, because it
things are happening.
keeps getting worse.
Yeah, it keeps on just going and going and going. I then fucking won't get into season 2 or 3 or 4, but fuck.
But yeah, that's what's so riveting about the show.
Yeah, it just rolls along at a beautiful pace and just keeps on escalating and escalating and escalating, grounded by the well-written characters and the well thought out world and everything.
It's beautiful. What? You guys look like shit.
So we get this moment in this little arcade where this guard comes in to basically play games while Miller and Holden are in there holding, playing games. And they're hiding. And he bends down to pick up a chip or something. And the fucking Miller chokes him the fuck out.
And well, this is the first time we actually see Holden take an active role in the murder of another human.
Yeah, he grabs his legs and
while Miller chokes him out.
Yeah. And Miller is like bleeding from the nose with the saddle because he's dying. And there's a moment too later on where they shoot 2 Gaza, take their uniforms, and it takes note in showing Holden look at their boots and look at their faces, look at the safety clicked onto their guns. These are people. Then by the end, there's this guy that had fucked him over a few times, and he's basically like, "You gotta get going.
Yeah, you fuck off. We're not saving you.
We can't do this again. I'm not bringing you onto the fucking ship again for you to fuck us off again."
Yeah. So Holden sentences him to death essentially.
Yeah. Which is
there's a pivotal moment in his character.
Yeah. It's what you would call an arc.
Yeah.
His character is changing.
He's coming into his own.
You can't leave me here. You've seen what's happening. This is a death sentence.
Yeah.
Hold it.
And basically sets up Old Man Mao as this fucked up guy carrying out this experiment on fucking Eros. And the whole Eros thing, it ripples through all of the seasons because it's so like a traumatic and fucked up experience for the Belters.
Yeah.
They're always talking about, I knew such and such on Eros.
I was on Eros.
Yeah.
So,
it's like a 9/11 kind of moment during the show.
Yeah, well, it's pretty like fucking, I don't know
hectic
how many people were on Eros.
Yeah, you don't really get a number, but it's
I think it probably would have been established in the books. I just don't remember.
Yeah, it's like an asteroid. It's massive asteroid belt.
Yeah, well, it's like, I believe it's like New York City or something like that. It's like a fucking asteroid.
Somebody quarantined off, purposely irradiated as an experiment to see how the proto-molecule would react under these circumstances, just because. Because that's what they're doing.
Like, all you really see of it is that one set of the courtyard with all the shitty buildings. Which is the same set that they used for fucking the pre. What was Miller's
where
space station?
Miller was previous from. Redressed in the set.
Yeah, they just redressed it. It's impressive the way they do it.
I mean, I give shit free passes all the time, especially if it's well written. I mean, you watch old school Who and old school Trek, and I remember there was one scene in old school Doctor Who where Tom Baker is holding a prop and it breaks in his hands and he's delivering dialogue and he just keeps on going, and it's like, it's in the show. That's the shot. That's the one shot they got.
It like breaks.
And instead of being like, the prop broke, he's well versed enough in the low budget, quick pace shot of the show.
We don't have time to fuck. We just keep going.
We're not doing another take. There is no other prop. We keep on going, and that's to its charm. Same with Star Trek, the original series. I mean, this show does fucking, the budget blows up as soon as Amazon takes it on. By the time you get to that, it's like, we're outside. We're on locations. Oh my god.
So that was last season.
Yeah, season 4.
That was fucking amazing. That was so good. Okay.
So basically, in conclusion, I thought this finale did a really good job of both tying up a lot of loose ends with Julie Mao and the Canterbury and that unfolding mystery, and at the same time just going, the narrative has fucking moved up to the 10th gear and expanded. We got some great character moments.
It's a good show. I don't know how to sort of say it enough how good it is. Like really.
Don't want to start repeating yourself.
It's all that's
a good show.
It's all
it's a good show.
It's that they hit all the beats.
It's well written.
It escalates, and all the characters are engaging, and they're likable, and they're trying to do the right thing, and that they're not all just selfish assholes out for themselves. And they even like the girl where fucking Naomi's trying to save the girl. Like there was a scene where, so that they're trying to get through the service tunnels under the station to get to the docks, and they get a bunch of belters that tag along with them, and Naomi's trying to navigate away using these old belter signs. It's a maze, and they have a specific shot where they show where they're trying to work out, they're in an intersection, T-intersection, they're trying to work out which way to go, and they have a shot of the girl walking to one of the options for where they could go. And it's like, okay, they're setting up that the girl knows where to go. So the trope, what they're setting up in your mind is that the girl is going to show them how to get to the docks. And they just completely subvert that. In like 4 scenes later, you have somewhat like a friend of the girl rocks up, they bump into him, and the girl's like, oh, you're here. And Naomi's like, we need to get out of here, we have a ship. And the woman's like, no, she's coming with me. We're going to a fucking hospital.
It's like, you're all doomed. The little girl should come with me. And then she gets down on her knees.
Tries to beg the girl.
She's
come
like,
with me.
You need to be brave. You need to make this decision. You need to come with me. And she's like, I'm going to go with my friend. Like, no, that's dumb. It doesn't dwell on her. Naomi doesn't winch
They don't have time.
They don't play slow violin music. It's just like, well, she's fucked. That's done and dusted.
We need to move on. Because shit's getting hectic. We don't have time.
We have a pace. Yeah. So it was good.
It was fucking great.
And now we get to watch Picard. Thank you for watching. Really help out if you guys could watch Picard and The Expanse back to back.
You guys should totally just binge the whole of Picard. And then neck yourself.
Yeah.